my crew, which is 48s, it's an anagram of toy fighter or toy fighters.
Yeah.
If you write toy fighter and mix up the letters, you can get 48.
Okay.
And then we used to be TGF.
Yeah.
Which was the gifted few.
Obviously, that's like one of the best known groups in Birmingham. Well, not even for the time, even today. Obviously, the gifted few are still known, and they've got their place in history. But look, what was your experience working with the gifted few?
It was alright. It was mainly, we were just, the same as 48. It's just back then we just painted more. It was just like a group of like close friends.
Yeah.
I think that's the same with a lot of crews. Especially
more like friends, social cliques than.
Yeah, but it's just groups of friends. You're all together. You're all into the same thing. I suppose like for kids that might rap or do music together, you know.
Yeah.
Or even kids that skateboard. If kids that you always skate with the same people.
In like a social group.
Yeah, that's it. And then the only thing with graffiti, you just give yourself a name, like give yourself a crew.
Yeah.
When we were younger, we were all in the mindset that doing commissions and that, you sort of frowned upon it. It was just more about just doing graph, having graph as graph, and shit like. Hated people that did stencils and stickers and stuff.
Yeah.
Or like didn't use just spray paint, and if it wasn't like a New York sort of traditional, sort of like a traditional sort of New Yorkie piece, you know, like a nice filled 3D. And,
it's kind of frowned upon.
Yeah, didn't really like it. We called them art fags and shit.
You called them?
Art fags.
Art fags.
Yeah. Now, I suppose nowadays I am, because I mainly do commissions and then I'll paint.
Yeah.
I'll paint whatever. Because graffiti's getting popular, like. Kids, it's getting more well known. It's everywhere. It's on even Adidas are doing clothing with graffiti on it.
Yeah.
So it's popular. Kids are getting to know about it, and they want to do it, but there's nowhere for them to do it. So in a way, you sort of they've got to go and commit crimes because there's nowhere else. So they're gonna go do it on train tracks or down on canals. But if you gave them somewhere besides the Selly Oak and maintained it properly, then you know
it's like a big space where they can all come together and like workshops. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, like youth work.
It should be a part of youth work, innit? Like,
I think what you'd probably need. Obviously, you're gonna have a lot of older writers that just want to go and do their own thing and have walls to paint. So if you could have that, but in the same place have a section for the younger writers or the kids who were just starting.
Yeah.
I can't really think of anywhere in. I can't think of anywhere where the council have gone out of their way to give you like a nice place to paint. You know, like where there's lots of walls where you can just go and get on. I suppose there is.
Because like, I know Hoaxer that used to. They campaigned ages and ages and ages to get the wall in King's Heath from the church. But the last time I spoke to them, Weeks was saying that there was taking that away as well. So I don't know what the situation is.
It's just because we can't. So kids, you give them a wall and then you say you can paint on that wall, but that wall there you can't paint on it. Obviously, it's gonna get painted. Like even all the fences all the way around are being painted as well.
Yeah.
Then I suppose it comes down to they've obviously got the money. It's just paying someone a wage to go down and
maintain
supervise and look after, maybe work with the kids. So
these guys who are like going out doing the graffiti, like as soon as they start painting on something they should paint on, now they broke the law. Do you think that then other sort of little crimes, once they've already broke the law through their art, other sort of crimes are going to be less likely to be like, oh, I don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean? They broke the law once, they're going to start breaking the law more and more.
Yeah, that's it, because through graffiti, I got into shoplifting straight away, because we used to go out. We'd spend like the whole of Saturday just going around stealing spray paint, and then we went from stealing spray paint to just stealing whatever. If you want a drink or you need something to eat, just go and rob it. You didn't really think about it. It was just part of it. And then on Sunday or later on Saturday, you'd go and paint and stuff.
Yeah.
People might be worried that if they do give us somewhere, like how are they going to control it? How are they?
Yeah, I suppose you can use celluloid to that extent as an example, because obviously that used to be legal and stuff, which is not no more. I think it's because like the way that it's spread outside of that area.
Yeah, it started kind of down the side of shops, all over the front of shops.
And then obviously you got the supermarket in there as well. What you were saying, they don't really support it. Obviously they're just a business that don't mean nothing to them. It's crime to them, isn't it? Versus art. But how do you counter that argument, crime versus art? But what is it for you that makes graff art and not just criminal damage?
I suppose I see tagging and stuff like that is more criminal damage, but then I suppose it's where you're doing it. I don't know. I suppose if I did like my normal, because I don't really do dubs or tagging or anything like that, so I think for me it's probably more art because I take my time on it. It means a lot to me when I'm doing the painting. But
yeah,
if I was to do that somewhere where it shouldn't, it still is. I still think it still is just criminal damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though it might be artistic ways I'm doing it, I suppose where it is, it still is. Yeah, it's just 48 crew and ID crew. Like 48's my Birmingham crew, my oldest mates, and then ID's I call my crew down in London. So that's it.
Big. What's that? Respect. That's big.